Greetings! Ian from Arty Home. Now, if you've watched the Battle of the Debuts, I said it's a beautiful sunny spring morning. The sun's gone. A matter of, in recording that, and I'm sorting my nose out. Yes. It's gone dull again. So there you go. We've had the sunshine for the day. So I'll bring some brightness with a trip down memory lane and looking at the top 10 as we do from different years. And today we're going to look at the top 10 singles from the 23rd of March 1958. It's actually, so if you were born this day, you've now retired because it's 65 years ago, a long time ago, and it was Sunday. The Prime Minister in the UK in 1958 was Harold Macmillan, who went on to be called Lord Stockton. I remember him. I remember seeing him on the telly. So when he was older. So yeah, wasn't he leap year this year? Generation was baby boomer. It was the Chinese zodiac year of the dog, and you were Aries. Now, when it comes to things that happened on this day throughout history, like we usually do for this, as I say, it was all quiet on the Western Front. So the only thing I found on this day that's significant, well, it's not significant, but something happened. It was the birth date of Eldon Wayne Hoke, known to many as Eldeuce, who was the singer and drummer of the Mentors. He was born in Seattle, Washington. So there you go, very quiet day, but there were some good songs in the top 10 on this day. So coming in at number 10 this week was a song that's down one place, and it's Oh Boy. Now, it actually is credited to the Crickets, but of course it's Buddy Holly as well. And this was on its way down. It had been number 1 here in the UK. It was got to number 1 in America, of course. Definitely one of my favourite Buddy Holly songs. I mean, Mud did a slower version of it, which was good, but this is always going to be the classic song. Okay, number 7, up 7 places this week. First of 2 entries this week in the top 10 for Mr. Perry Como. And this one's Catch a Falling Star and Put It in Your Pocket. But I just remember this as a kid because, you know, my nan was into this. This song first was recorded in 1938. It's actually written by Paul Vance and a chap called Lee Pockris. This got to number 1 in America, and this is as far as it got here in the UK. Great song. Everybody likes this one. Featured in several. Should we start that one again? It's featured in several films. It's in Love Actually and the film Never Been Kissed. It's a great song. Number 8, up 3 places. The one and only Mr. Little Richard with a bit of Good Golly Miss Molly. Classic song from Little Richard. Actually got higher than in America. This got to number 8. This went up a little bit further in the UK, so it was more popular here in the UK. Okay then, number 7, we've got an Unmover by Paul Anka, Your Destiny. Not a favourite song of mine. Canadian, got to number 7. US in America and was number 2 in America. Not one of the best songs for me. We're never keen on this one. Number 6, up 4 places for Tommy Steele, and it's not Little White Bull. It's a track called Nairobi. Still on the way up. This actually peaked at number 3. It's alright. It's got a nice little bit of crunchy guitar in it, but never been a fan of Tommy Steele. Okay, number 5, a non-mover again. That's the first of 2 entries for this chap, Mr. Elvis Presley, and the song Don't, a song off the 50,000 million fans, Elvis fans can't be wrong. Remember when Bon Jovi did their version? Yes. This is one of the songs, though, that people forget about from Elvis. Peaked at number 2 here, and I do like this track. Now, down one place, at number 4, is Elvis Presley again, and Jailhouse Rock. Great song, number 1 in America, number 1 in Canada, and here in the UK, so it's on its way down. Just a classic rock and roll track from Elvis. Nothing wrong with that one at all. At number 3, Up 1. Another great song from the rock and roll, At the Hop. Danny and the Juniors. Classic rock and roll song. Number 1 in America. This is as far as it peaked in the UK. But a big hit. Everybody's covered this. But you just can't beat the original. Okay, number 2, we've got a non-mover from Michael Holiday. Gets his second mention this week on the channel. We mentioned him in the children's songs, The Runaway Train. But this is The Story of My Life, written by Burt Bacharach and Hal David. First published in 1957, and it was recorded by Marty Robbins and reached number 1 for them in 1958. And then Michael Holiday did a version and became a number 1 hit song for Michael Holiday in the UK. So number 1 all over the place. Which version do I prefer out of this? I prefer Michael Holiday's. It's a good track. So what was number 1 on this day in 1958? Someone else that's a second appearance in the top 10 this week. It was at the 4th week in an 8-week run for Mr. Perry Como and Magic, a Moment, another song written by Burt Bacharach and Hal David. This song was the B-side of Catapulting Star, actually, but it can become popular and it became, got to number 1. Everyone knows this. Now, it's very famous over here at Christmas for advertising our brand of chocolates. That's how we know it now. But it still makes its appearances, and it's just a great song from Perry Como. Again, a song that I remember from my childhood. So that was the top 10 on this 65 years ago. Okay, next week we're going to be looking at a DVD. You'll find out what it is tonight on the live stream, of course. And tonight on the live stream, don't forget, it's the draw for the contest. Everyone that entered, the little video went up yesterday. So if your name's on that, either tune in or I will make a little video as well on Friday for the winner and tag you all into it, because I want to know who I've got to send the £30 voucher to. Okay, that's all for today with Pals of the Shows. Tomorrow we're back with the live album ranking, and it's the brilliant 10cc tomorrow. One of my favourite British bands, or English bands, because they are very, very English. And also tomorrow we've got a new album review, and last week The Answer released the Sundowners, and I'll be reviewing it tomorrow. It is a brilliant album. So if I don't see you tonight, I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone. Bye for now.